Hi there, this video is about the hydrosphere, and today we're going to be looking at why the hydrosphere is so important, and also to look at the distribution of water, where it is and the different aspects of water. So by the end of the lesson I want you to explain what the hydrosphere is and start to begin to explain the distribution of the world's water supply. So what is the hydrosphere? Well, hydrosphere is a study of the Earth's water supply. We've had one set of water since the start of Earth's history. So, yep, we are drinking the same waters as dinosaurs peed in. How do we, not get contaminated water and fresh water? Well, it's always moving. Water is on the move constantly, 24 hours a day, 365 and a quarter days every single year. Water is not in one single static place, it's continuously moving. As that movement between the three states, liquid, gas and solid, that water changes. Remember, water can be a solid in the form of ice, water as a gas in the atmosphere, and that's why hydrosphere and atmosphere are interlinked very quickly. And then, as we know it, liquid as most of the what we come into contact on the earth, that's the normal form. So it's that change of state and that moving in between those states is really what the water cycle is all about. That's also called the hydrological cycle as well, and we'll be looking at those different stages as so. How much water is in the world? Well, obviously 70% of it is of the Earth's surface is covered in water, so you guess there's quite a lot. Well, of that, if water was 100% in quantity, only 97% of that is salt water. 3% is fresh water. I'll just repeat that again because some people get that very mixed up. Of all the water on the earth, only 3% is fresh water. And when we break that down, we can look at the this table here, table 1.3.1, the global distribution of water in its various states of storage. In ice caps and glaciers, that's where the biggest amount of water is held, and that's obviously a solid. Groundwater, so that's water that's under our feet, is the next biggest one. In lakes, soil moisture in the atmosphere, and rivers and marshes is a tiny percent, less than 0.05 to be precise. So the quantity of fresh water is very small. We've got an approximate figure there. It's roughly 36,859,000 kilometres cubed in the world. If you want to put that into some sort of perspective, we're talking about one Olympic size swimming pool is about 2,500 kilometres squared. If we divide 36,859,000 kilometres cubed, we'd get about 14,743.6 Olympic size swimming pools full of fresh water in the world. That's how much we've got to go around. There is plenty of water for every human being and life form in the earth, full stop. The issues though is where it's located around the world. That is the biggest debate when we talk about the hydrosphere, is the distribution of water. Now in Australia, we're very lucky. We're an island and we're surrounded by ocean, so we don't have to worry about water sources. The only problem we face is actually getting it, and because a lot of Australian water sources are under our feet, we have to rely on bore water, particularly out west. That's our biggest problem. But some countries, even like for an example, along the Nile, which is the biggest river in the world, it goes through several countries, and disputes can between countries can happen based on who owns the water, because the water goes through each country. So distribution of water is very important, and it's becoming more and more important as population increase, simply because we don't have the food resources to feed everyone, and obviously we need to have water. Now we're coming to the end of the little lesson on the hydrosphere and what it is. One thing I want us to start thinking about, and we'll pick up on this in a lesson is if there is enough water in the world for everyone, why are there water restrictions? That's something I want you to think about, and something that we'll talk about and discuss in a lesson. Okay, I hope the first lesson on Hydrosphere has been useful and you've got some key words, and it's set the scene for an exciting sphere. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.